How's it going? Welcome to the channel. Today we're doing a range test on this TST R002 Plus. So this is the upgraded version with the larger battery. The base model has a 15 amp hour battery. This one has a 25 amp hour battery, but everything else is the same. I'll be using this GPS app here, to keep track of my average speed, top speed, distance, all that kind of stuff. Kind of a chilly day, but we're out here riding. It's sunny at least. Got a full charge. Well, I had a full charge. It's already dipping down to 4 batteries, but yeah, it is fully charged. 4 battery bars, I mean. So when I do my range tests, I always do throttle only, and I do full power. So level 5 power assist, throttle only. This way, because there's so much variance in range, the terrain, how you ride, your weight, all that kind of stuff. But in my videos, you kind of get like a worst case scenario kind of idea about range, because I do full power mode, throttle only, and I weigh 275 pounds. So yeah, I'll be doing a lot of my riding today. It's going to be close to top speed. This is in class 3 mode, so it ships in class 2 mode, and then you get into the app and unlock it to class 3. So that's what we're at right now. Full. Personally, if I can get like 1 mile per amp hour out of a battery, I'm pretty satisfied at my weight, and how I ride. This being a 25 amp hour battery, if we come away with this with about 25 miles of range, I think it's actually a pretty good range. If we can get more than that, like up to 30 miles, then I would say it's excellent. Now, it is a mildly hilly sort of terrain I'll be riding today. Like right now, I'm going uphill. So looks like there's about a mile an hour to 2 miles an hour difference between the display and the GPS. GPS is a little slower than the display. You can see I hit about 29 miles an hour going downhill right there. For most people, you could probably get 28 miles an hour out of this thing in class 3 mode. For me, it's a little lower on a flat surface because I'm a fat person. Now this is going to be a little sketch right here because this is kind of a fast road, and I don't see a lot of Alright, it's not super sketch. There's a little bit of space on the side of the road here, so I should be alright. So, yeah, you can see it's 50 miles an hour right here. I don't need to go too far down this road. I want to go explore this area. I haven't ridden out here yet. I've been riding just into my neighborhood, but right over, just a few miles in this direction over here, there's the Sam Houston National Forest. I won't be going there today, but I'll be going to this really foresty section, and I want to get to this spot where it looks like there's some off-road trails that you can hit, and there's like a boat ramp and stuff like that. I just kind of want to go explore that area, so when I get like dirt bikes and stuff to review, I can have a spot to actually go try them off-road. It's kind of hard in my neighborhood. There's golf courses and stuff like that, but you're not allowed to ride on those. I mean, I wouldn't want to because I don't want to mess up the terrain. Ooh, it's chilly. Well, it's Texas chilly. It's probably like upper 50s right now. I think it's going to be close to 70 today, but that's a Texas winter. Now, the street I need to turn on should be coming up here pretty quick. I can get off this sketchy-ass road. I think it's this one. Yeah, here it is. Cool. Alright. Now I feel safer. One thing I like about this bike is it's kind of torquey, off the line. Torqueier than the normal. I think these newer internally geared hub motors, they improved the torque on them, I think. Because it does take hills pretty well, and it's pretty peppy off the line for a 750 watt motor. It's 1500 peak. So at 48 volts, 25 amp hours, so I'll put the total watt hours right here. Do a little math. So let's just say if you're running a continuous 1000 watts, right, and you can divide these watt hours by 1000, you're going to get like 1.2 or I don't know, something like that. I think it's 1.2. And then you can say you're riding at an average of 25 miles an hour, and you're able to get 1.2 hours out of that. This is what the mileage would be. So this is just like an estimation. I don't know how much amps or watts I'm drawing right now. Like I said, everyone's going to be different. If you weigh $150, you're going to get way more range than me. So this is, like I said, I think there's value in worst case scenarios like this. So what is the minimum amount of range you can expect out of the bike in unideal circumstances? Well, I didn't see where that was. Doggone it. Oh, okay. I think it's right here, actually. Stop. Fee area ahead. I'm not going to buy it. This is what I was talking about. There's this like little parking area right here. Yeah, it does seem to be an entrance where you can kind of get in here. Hopefully there's no snakes here. We've got a bunch of rattlesnakes around. Oh, it's like a pipeline area. It's probably illegal to be in here. I'm not sure. I don't see any like fresh tracks or anything where people come in riding here regularly. I didn't see a trespassing sign though. What does this say? This says road closed. Interesting. I don't know. I think I could probably go ripping around in there if I wanted to. I mean, I didn't see no trespassing signs or anything. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I plan on taking my, I have a stealth bomber style bike. That one goes like 75 miles an hour, and it's got a 72 volt, 75 amp hour battery, so a legit 100 miles of range. So I think I'm going to do a video on that pretty soon where I actually go into the national forest and go exploring and stuff like that. There's a bunch of hiking trails, but I don't know if there's any bike trails. Oh, this is a cool little spot right here, a little boat ramp. Let's see if find a spot to take a picture. Cool, what a peaceful little spot. I'm going to find somewhere to kind of pull over and we can kind of go over the specs. If you didn't see my last video, I'll just do a brief overview of the bike really quick. No swimming, no picnicking. Okay. Alright, so it's more of kind of a basic, moped-style e-bike. I think it looks really cool. You're looking at a 750 watt rear, internally geared, hub motor, 48 volt, 25 amp hour battery, already said that. You got 7 gears, Shimano derailleur, standard shifter there. You have like a really nice, comfortable seat here. It's actually really comfortable. You got full suspension, non-adjustable forks in the front, and then you have your rear coil shock there. And then for the brakes, you got dual piston hydraulic brakes on 180 millimeter rotors, just your standard lever there. These are branded Core Ride. And then you got your thumb throttle on the left here. You got turn signals, you got your headlight, you got brake light, but it's a very standard display. It'll tell you when your headlight's on, which is kind of cool, and it shows you when your blinkers are on. Besides that, just your charge state, your pedal assist, miles per hour, trip, kind of thing. Let's go explore a little bit more. I had enough torque to get me out of that little off-road section right there, going uphill. That was nice. It's actually a massive lake. This is Lake Conroe here. This is a small piece of it. It's actually huge. Let's go see if we can't see some deers or something. There's that section right there. There's got to be more areas to ride off-road around here. It's a cool little spot to go here and there. There's a potential off-roady type spot over here that I might be able to take bikes in the future. It's crazy how dense the forest is. I grew up in California close to Yosemite. You go hiking out there, you can actually just walk into the woods anywhere because it's not nearly as dense as here, so you can pretty much hike anywhere in those type of forests. But here, man, it's super dense. Kind of reminds me of Washington. Washington's got really dense forest too. But these are pine. Washington's a lot of cedar. Yeah, pretty cool little area though. It's really nice having this kind of thing so close to my house. It's literally across the street from my neighborhood. Can't wait to go exploring the actual national forest. A lot of motorcycles I noticed coming out here. God, it's so bumpy. Coming out here because we're in Texas. It's usually pretty flat. There's not a lot of twisties. It's just barely like straight roads. But here there's a lot of like hills and twists and stuff like that. Not super twisty, but a lot funner than you're gonna get anywhere else, except for like in Austin. Austin has a lot of like hilly, in a hill country. There's a lot of hills and twists. It's more hilly than here, more curvy than here. But anyways, for the Houston area, a lot of motorcyclists come out here to kind of carve up, have fun. So on my more longer range bikes and scooters, I want to start figuring out what those routes are and doing some of those on my other bikes. It's kind of sad to see a lot of trash on the side of the road. I guess we're not really in the national park yet. There's houses and stuff, but one thing I noticed about Texas compared to like Washington or even where I was in California, there's a lot of litter here. So I'm going to try to finish this up in one shoot, but I'm on my lunch break right now. I work from home, so I'm going to have to go back. So I might have to film again tomorrow or maybe this afternoon or something. I noticed when you're going up, it still makes up the hills pretty good, but it does slow down pretty good. Right there, slowed down to 17 miles an hour. It was a fairly steep hill. So let's just get back into the neighborhood and go exploring around because I haven't even explored all of my neighborhood yet. Yeah, one thing I think is stupid about e-bike laws is the speed limits. Like in this kind of situation right here, it'd be nice to be able to go like 45 miles an hour or something like that, Or I'm not going to have a bunch of cars just flying by me to my left. Someone doesn't pay attention for a second, they can smash into the back of me. If they're going 50, I'm going 26 miles an hour. That's like 24 miles an hour, Alright, so this is like kind of opposite gate that I usually use. It's kind of cool. You got a little church right here and stuff in the neighborhood. It's like a neighborhood church. So I think this is kind of a newer part of the neighborhood. You know, I haven't really explored this part. What's in there? Oh, that's the church. Okay, let's see where I'm at. I'm at almost 6 miles here. I still have the same bars I started with. That's also one thing I really don't like about some of these e-bikes. Actually, a lot of them is they don't provide the voltage or percentage. You know, when you're doing range tests and stuff like that, you kind of want to know how many volts you have left or what percentage of battery. These battery bars don't really mean a whole lot. So this is actually a really nice neighborhood right here, and it's got like 3 golf courses, country club, marina, yacht club, all kinds of stuff. I want to show you a house. I mean, some of them are like big Richie houses like this, but I want to show you a house that we looked at. We were shopping for houses in the neighborhood. And show you what kind of house you can get in Texas in a neighborhood like this and what the price is, because it's pretty ridiculous. I just can't remember where it was. I think maybe it's over. You know, I really can't find it, but it was like something similar to like one of these type of houses right here. It was a little bit older and needed just a little bit of updating. It's actually in good shape. It just needed some updating, but it was 350 grand. And it was like, I want to say it was 3,300 square feet, 4 bedrooms. Beautiful home, vaulted ceilings, fireplace, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, $350,000 for a beautiful home in this beautiful neighborhood. It's pretty crazy what you can get in Texas. All right, so look, we're about 9 miles in now. Still got the same battery bars as what we started with. All right, so it's almost the end of my lunch break, so I had to go home. But so we did almost 10 miles, 9.84. Maximum speed was 30 miles an hour. Average was 15 miles an hour. Looks like we got 3 battery bars left. So, yep, to be continued. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go out, bomb around, film stuff if it's interesting. But basically, I'm going to cut back in and give you the total miles I achieved, so you don't have to sit here and wait. All right, so it's actually the following day. Just got home about 30 minutes ago. I rode it till it died. It actually barely made it, to the front of my house before it shut off on me. I had to just walk a little bit to get home. But it went another 19.2 miles. So I'll put the total on the screen right here. That's actually a lot better than I was expecting. So this little guy gets a lot of range with this 25 amp hour battery. There's going to be a link in the description, probably a little discount code down there for you too if you're interested. The base model is $699 with the discount code. This upgraded one is $999. Thanks for watching again to the end. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.